Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is March the 18th, 2019, and I wanted to actually talk to you today about edema. And this is spelled E-D-E-M-A. And this is something that it can affect peppers, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, ornamental sweet potatoes, and some of your other different plants. And what it actually is, let me spin this around here, is you'll see this on the back of your leaves, and usually right away what you're thinking is there's some type of pest attacking my leaves or my plants. And actually for this right here, that's not true. This is something that comes from, for one thing, it can come from overwatering. And if you have cold soil with warm water, that's another thing that can cause it. It's more of a cosmetic thing. It happens a lot with like ivy geraniums. So that's why you don't always see too many of those for sale anymore, because it's really, can be really bad in like the big greenhouses and stuff. And it can also be overwatering your plants, or watering your plants in like afternoon time. So what actually happens is like in the morning, the leaves of your plants, the pores are open in the leaves. So when you water them, if there's excess water, the water will evaporate out of the pores of the leaves, sort of like when you sweat. I have actually had plants already that had water droplets on them, and the plant was just getting rid of the excess water that it didn't need. But when you water your plants in the afternoon, the pores of the leaves are closed. So what happens is the excess water can't escape, and the cells of the leaves actually will burst, causing the blemishes. Here, let me show you here. Let the camera focus in on the backs of the leaves. So a few things you can do to prevent this from happening. I've never lost a plant from this. It's more of a cosmetic thing. Is increase airflow. Let your plants dry out some in between watering, and I do have a fan that does run down here. It runs for 14 hours a day. Now these are right now in grow boxes, and I will be moving them then to a more open area. The reason why I put them back in the box is due to the fact that I wanted them to develop the root system pretty quick. So peppers like it hotter and warmer, so I put them back in the boxes. But they're going to be being moved out of here and moved over to a more ventilated area under another grow light. So that's a few ways to prevent edema on your pepper plants, and that also works for your sweet potato plants and your tomato plants, your ivy geraniums and all that different kind of stuff. Now, I have noticed on the tomato plants, don't water them in the afternoon. If you try your best to get them watered in the morning, and I know sometimes that's hard to do. And I really noticed this on the hybrid tomatoes, and I don't really understand it, but they seem to be more susceptible to edema than the heirloom tomatoes. I don't fully understand it, but that's something that I have actually noticed with this. So this one here is actually one of the sweet banana peppers, and I have noticed that even on the peppers, there's some varieties that are more susceptible to it than others. So if you see this on your plant, then go ahead. I still do recommend just checking the plant over and making sure you don't have something else going on. go ahead and use like a magnifying glass to make sure you don't have spider mites or something like that. But this is most likely what it's going to be. So I'm really watching how much I water this. And this is the only one that I've noticed it on so far this year. I haven't seen it on any of the other ones, so that's a good thing. But I remember when my parents were actually taking care of my plants, the one time they seen this on the pepper leaves, and the first thing that they thought was, you know, there's some type of pest attacking it or something like that. So we looked at the leaves really good, and there was nothing, no pests or anything like that. It was just the edema, and it came from overwatering or watering with warm water and you have cold soil. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. I'll try as I put a new video on. And you can also follow me on Twitter. I have a Twitter account, and I will put a link down in the description for that. You can get updates on how different plants are doing, how different seedlings are doing, what videos are coming up. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!